Hello everyone, I'm John. I'm a programmer working for the city of Paris, and today I will talk about Lutece, the development platform by the city of Paris, and the new features and highlights of the upcoming release, Lutece version 6. Okay, first, let's start with a bit of history. The Lutece project started in 2002, 15 years ago, when the city of Paris needed software to run the 20 websites for its 20 districts, and it needed publishing software. And the software that was made to answer this need was released as free software with a BSD license in 2002. This was actually a big deal because it was the first public organization in France to open its source code. And we know that there are a lot of questions regarding software and code that's written for public organizations. So this was an attempt to answer those questions. Since 2002, the city of Paris has continued its involvement with open source and free software. It participated in many events like Paris Capitale du Libre, Open World Forum, etc. And in 2014, it was there at the OW2con'. In 2015, the city of Paris joined the OW2 consortium as an enterprise member. And in 2016, Lutece became an OW2 mature project. So please visit the Lutece page on the OW2 website. The link is here. So now that we've seen the history of the open source history of the project, what is Lutece? Or more precisely, what has Lutece been as the different steps of its evolution? In 2002, it was basically a content management system that allowed the city of Paris to run the 20 websites for the districts. So you had dynamic document models, publishing workflows, a search engine, newsletters, a forum, and many features that you need for such websites. As the year passed, more and more of the applications used at the city of Paris were migrated on the Lutece development platform. So it became a full-fledged Java enterprise portal where it integrated with different IT systems at the city of Paris and had custom business applications written for it and also authentication management. Today, it's really become a development framework where you have core services and APIs, a large set of plugins that provide functionality that you can use for building pretty much anything. It also features a code generator in case you need it. You can also use Lutece without writing your own code. It's still a set of ready-to-use plugins that you can assemble to deliver complex services. Lutece is being used at the city of Paris today, but it's also used by other cities and by the French government. Some integrators will work on Lutece systems and will help you achieve what you want with them. I have talked about Lutece and described it as with different descriptions, because at the essence, Lutece is about modularity. The system is based on a core/plugins architecture, where everything is a plugin. Even the initial CMS that provided documents is from the technical point of view, it's called the plugin document and the plugin HTML that allows you to publish content on your website. It's got 500 plugins that provide features across a very large spectrum of systems that you can need. This is a really important feature, and this is what has allowed us to work with Lutece. We are a relatively small team, and we've been running over 70 online procedures, online forms for the city of Paris, over 200 applications spanning 600 live instances of Lutece. In addition to this modularity that allows us to go forward, we build on the mature and strong ecosystem around the Java programming language, which has strengths and weaknesses, but we find that its strengths are working good for us. We use Maven to manage our dependencies, and our usage of Maven is centered around a plugin that we wrote for Maven, which is called the Lutece Maven plugin, which takes care of assembling usable web apps from pretty much any artifact that we write, not just the final WAR corresponding to the website. We use known tools to allow us to go forward. So, for example, our issue tracking is using Jira. We use Jenkins for integration testing and pulling code directly on a commit from GitHub. And we use SonarQube to provide some useful metrics about code quality. And we use a custom-made system to provide continuous delivery with one-click deployments. All the information from these different tools are also aggregated in one simple tool that we wrote. That's a custom tool that shows the percentage of projects that are following the guidelines, coding guideline, the number of issues, the releases, etc. Okay, so now that we've seen what Lutece is, let's talk a bit about version 6 and the highlights. So Lutece version 6 will require Java 8. This will help us get more and more of the strong features, the strengths of Java, and less of the disadvantages. All other libraries dependencies were upgraded. So, for example, for inversion of control, we use Spring, and we've upgraded to the latest version. FreeMarker template engine, Lucene for search, EHCH, and Jackson for you know what they're for. Apart from the upgraded dependencies, we have a few highlights for this release. We have a brand new integration of Elasticsearch and Kiba. So this allows you to use plugins to write your data from the portal inside Elasticsearch and display pretty graphs in the back office where you can manage everything. And this integration allows you to coordinate the rules and the rights from the portal users to the charts that you get from Kiba. A brand new topic also is the France Connect integration. France Connect is a system by the French government that aims to reduce friction between the users, the French people, and all their interaction with the public organizations. So it actually went live on moncompte.paris.fr, the Parisian account, last week. So you can now certify your name and other attributes, and you never have to communicate them again. If you're interested in France Connect, you can check out all these links. They will show you how we use France Connect in Lutece, how you can use it, and different demos. So I've talked a bit about the new features for Lutece 6, but the best is for you to try it yourself. We have a Docker image waiting for you on the Docker Hub, or you can use the web app store that allows you to compose a portal using different plugins. For people who want to see code, the hardcore codos, you can check out this animated GIF showing how to compile and package and run a simple Lutece plugin called the Lutece Hello World plugin. You can also visit the documentation and resources. There's a lot of stuff on the OW2 site and the Forge, also on the official website in French, if you can read French. The demo site allows to see a freshly built by the Jenkins server version of a site with many plugins to showcase the CMS and other features. And yeah, the code is on GitHub, split into 2 different repositories. One that is one that uses that is a technical basis and provides many different plugins, and one that provides plugins aimed for public organizations such as cities. Other highlights that I haven't talked about for the Lutece version 6 release feature appointments. This is a very frequent need for cities and organizations to be able to schedule appointments with their citizens. And another new feature that's coming to Paris is the kind of a CRM, customer relationship management, but we'd like to call it a citizen relationship management plugin that allows you to interact with your citizens. Thank you for listening, and we hope to hear from you on Twitter or other medium.